Oh, really?
Really, this is
Thank
beautiful,
you.
man. Go ahead.
Thank you. While I was looking at your background with the beautiful, nice pictures.
You like I was sharing, I said greatness is little little things that are done well, put together. Greatness is not
Wow.
something great, very big somewhere that when you do it, then you are now great. No, it's a lot of these little little personal
Yeah.
experiences, knowledge. I was reading something. Let me read it to you. I was reading about synthetic imagination before we come in.
Is it recording now?
Yes,
Or
I think it's
it's
recording.
not showing at my end here. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
I'm not
recording.
seeing that it's okay. All right, great.
It's recording. You know, I,
Great.
I was reading about form of imagination, and it talks about also a bit of imagination and visualization. You can marry the two words together, although they mean a bit different. In depends on the context you are talking about. He said synthetic imagination. He said though this faculty one may he said through this faculty one may arrange old concepts, idea, plans into combination. And as I read that, I say this faculty create nothing. It merely work with the material of experience, education, and observation. And I look at my own life and the life of every one of us, to the extent that I know us, it has been experience, education, observation that has brought us to where we are right now. I don't know if you agree with that. You know,
Absolutely.
the ability to put this component together and look at the future and then begin to draw in, pull pull to yourself that thing that you want to see, the future that you are expecting. You know, the ability to hold a picture in your mind long enough, just as Franklin has shared, and then making it a reality in the nearest future. When I saw him today, I said, this is no more a meta picture of the future. This is a, a picture of reality. It's happening already. And I was so amazed, and I couldn't stop but to invite him to this meeting this evening. Well, let me not take our time. Before we went for that short break, I was, speaking to Emmanuel, sharing, pulling him to share his experience. Let me go back for for a better understanding. In case if the two video was not put together, we can be able to people might be able to know where we are coming from. I said, uh, I want Emmanuel to share his experience where he is now and how he got there. You know, before he shared, I met Emmanuel through circumstances that happened. So I invited him to one of our program in church, and then he came. And when he was, I think the second time when he was going, he gave me a gift that I look at him. I said, wow. I asked him, is it for me or is it for the church? He said, for you. Then I came home. I said, Lord, what's this boy? What's this guy's need? What's this man's need? What is his need? Whatever is his need, help him. And then not long ago, he came back to me. He said, sir, I am quitting my job and I'm, stepping out. I'm going to for so and so thing. I want to do so and so. I said, go ahead. Because it was like, this is what I was praying for. He should have a need that I will be able to, spiritually or, mentally or whatever means that I can support him to do that. So let's hear from where you were and where you are now in the program. Emmanuel, the floor is open. Welcome.
Thank you once again, sir. I'm really grateful for this opportunity, and thank you so much
Thank
for the
you.
journey to this point. I'll make three statements before I share this experience. So
Okay.
I recall you made a statement about spirituality, and for me, I feel life is spiritual, so I'm a very spiritual man, and spiritual is only just about what are your guiding principles, what are your morals, what frames your reality. That's what now defines how you call things in the spirit. And I'll start with saying the statement that a friend of me, I was speaking with him yesterday, and he said something remarkable to me. I've known him for 3 years now, and I've been trying to talk about developing your visual mind to him, because he's this person who feels weak, even though he's very intelligent, who is always threatened by reality. And I told him, reality is not what you see now. It's the ability to see what is not existing, because that vision will develop your reality. So, but he said something remarkable yesterday. He said he heard the voice of the Almighty. Wow. It's a journey I've been putting him through. And I told him something back. After I gave adoration to the King, I said to him, now you'll be able to stand in a point, anywhere, any point or any reference of point on earth, and see beyond. That now you'll be able to see an end of a thing even before that thing begins. So he used to have this fear of his job. He will quit his job. His boss don't like him, or he's not performing correctly. And I told him, you are developing a wrong vision for yourself. That now you should recreate it and don't speak what you don't want. That was number one. And number two was today a friend of ours also called. We were on a conference call, and he said something remarkable. He said he was talking about his business idea. He made a comment. He said, but how can I go ahead without speaking with Emmanuel first? And I said to him, what do you mean by that? How can you even say such a thing? He said, no, because Emmanuel is able to talk from a spirit point of view. He's able to look into a thing and give you the actual vision instead of your own vision of weakness. He's able to change that picture. And I said, now you're saying too much. Don't say this. But it brought me to the reality of visualization. How you see is now what frames your world. So, but let me come back to what you said we should share on earlier on. So when I met you, Sir Solomon, you're a very wonderful man, and I saw a man filled with power. I saw a man filled with vision, and I saw a man filled with passion. And one of the things I learned from my parents was sow a seed in what is good, so that you can partake of that fruit. And then I saw your life, and I said, no, I must partake in this man's vision. I like what I see. I would like to sow a seed. I would like to connect with this kind of a wonderful person. And that first move was what actually lured me to saying, hey, sir, I have a gift. And for me, it was a spiritual move. It was, I have a seed. Can I sow it? Allow me to sow this seed. Even though it's not a seed that would have meant anything to you, but I appreciated that you allowed me participate in that. And then going forward, I wasn't sure what tomorrow would bring, but I was certain that I need a new perspective. I was on a journey. And there was something my mother said last week that was so remarkable. He said, I don't want to be with somebody that his reality is not what I want. And he used the drunkard as an example. Yes. He said, when you meet the drunkard, the only thing he invites you for is, let's go and drink. That he can even afford to pay for you. So you see that person already has a mindset of drinking alcohol. So even though he's not a bad person, he will bring his own reality to you. He will invite you to his own reality. So when I saw you, Sir Solomon, I said, oh no, this is the kind of vision. This is the kind of person I would like to be with. I would like to grow with. And I said, no, I want to invest. And then going forward, you gave me materials to learn with. And then you taught me about the realization of intentionality, being intentional about the thing. And this thing spawned me to saying, okay, what's the future that I want? And that was what now led me to that point where I came back to you and said, sir, the earth has aligned for me.
I'm quitting my job.
I like that. The earth has aligned to me, and I'm quitting my job. And it was a bold move, but yes. I was able to visualize that alignment of earth and saying, no, this is where I want to go to, and this is the task I have to take before me. And I actually quit the job, and here is me after 3 years. I wouldn't say it's been an easy journey, but the vision and the thoughts kept my will, kept my spirit in doing the work. And it's not like I won't say there have been weak times where I would say, "Oh, this is too much," but the realization of that vision that spawned into this moment just kept me going, and that's how I've come this far. And every time I feel broken, I would ask myself, even my lady knows, my girl knows, she would say, did you speak to Pastor Solomon? And I'm like, yes, but I spoke with him. I remind myself that, hey, go and sharpen up. There's something the book of life said. It says, iron sharpens iron. So when I feel blunt myself, I ask myself, who can sharpen me? So if I'm not calling my dad, I'm calling Sir Solomon. I'm saying, sir, here are some thoughts, and he will help refine me and put me back into alignment. And it's how the journey has been for me.
Wow.
And it's been wonderful. Thank you very much,
And
sir.
when are you, in closing, when are you concluding your program? When is your program coming to an end?
I'm already in the last semester. It's a 3 years program, and I'm in the final semester, and it's
In
it's
what
been
school is that?
wonderful. It's in Wirtschaft Informatik, Basel.
Wow. It's one of those universities.
Fachhochschule. Yes, sir.
Fachhochschule
Yes, sir.
in
It's a
Basel.
University of Applied Science,
Wow.
Fachhochschule in Basel
Wow.
here.
Wow. That's what intentionality can do. John said in the opening of that book, The 15 Valuable, he said a dream is a picture that the creator has put in every man's heart. Was with Franklin this afternoon, and I said to Franklin, there was a little bowl on his table. I said to Franklin, I said, you see this bowl? It might be filled with seed. I said, the seed can be inside this bowl on your desk for the next 20 years. There will not be any fruit. It won't grow. I said, but when these seeds are taken and planted in a good soil, and then you do the work, that is where the discipline comes in. You do the work by measure that the sun it has the light of the sun. It has rain. If there's no rain, there's a way you water it or irrigation, whatever. And then you go to bed. Come back the next day, do the same thing continuously for maybe it depends on the seed. If it's a seed of a corn, in 3 to 4 months, you'll be plucking a fresh corn. And it will not be just a seed, it will be more than seed. So this is how life is. Just as we all have shared, I have the same experience. Just shifting the position where I found myself has done a lot in my life, like you have actually also shared. Seeing something, when I joined the John Maxwell team, I went to visit somebody, a senior, colleague of mine. I went to visit him, and as the wife heard my voice, the wife came out and said, "Oh, Pastor Solomon." I said, "How are you, man?" He said, "Fine." He said, "Are we here? Can you hear my voice?" Hello?
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
like
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Because I wanted to be sure. So the woman said, "Hey, Pastor Solomon." After she greeted me, she said, "I have met a group of people that talk and think like you." I said, "What group is that?" And she said, "The John Maxwell team." I didn't even look at her. I just took my phone. I started Googling and I saw them. That was all I needed. In fact, that was all I needed. Before you know it, before she could realize it, I've registered. And the registration was a lot. For those who knows the program, the registration was much. But guess what? I just know that this is what I needed. And you said it better than me, Emmanuel. You said you sowed a seed. I didn't think it was a seed. I thought I'm investing. But anyway, I invested into my future. And when I met Momodu in Atlanta, I say, oh my God, this guy is in Nigeria and he can invest such an amount into his personal growth. I said, this is somebody to get close to. I said, he's in Nigeria. We are here, we can say, okay, currency is not so different. But he's in Nigeria, he was able to invest such, listen, if your future is great, you won't toy with any every kind of people. Like I say within my team that I work with at the office, I said, listen, I said, if you are an eagle, you don't go around chicken. If you ever go around them, just know that they are your lunch. You use them for lunch. I say, eagle flocks with eagle. And these are eagles here. And I want us to go around. There are other eagles that are missing up now. They are eaglets yet. They are missing up with chicken. We need to go and pick them up and inspire them. Just as Mamodu have said before, it will be a sin if we don't light up the candles of others. Yes, Mamadou, please come in. Come in. Are you there?
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, it's so good to be here. And just to mention that, yes, as you said, I'm sitting right now in Lagos, beautiful Lagos, Nigeria, and it's 6:30, 6:41 now.
Mhm.
And yeah, and actually, some might think those who talk about a brighter future are dreaming. And that's it. It's actually a dream. Because like Napoleon Hill used to say, if you can dream it, you can hold it in your hands.
Yes.
And I like when Emmanuel was talking about spirituality and how he met with you and how things have unfolded for him. And that shows exactly that we are spiritual beings.
Yes.
Like Bob Proctor, the great Bob Proctor used to say, we are not human beings who actually happen to be spirituals or to talk about spirituality, but we are spiritual beings in human body. So we have to claim it and we have to live it. We have to claim it. We are spiritual beings. You will say, my hand, my head, my body, my legs. So who are you? Which means that your head is not you. Your hands are not you. Your body is not you. Even your brain is not you. You own the brain. So you are a spiritual being. So that's we see. We take care of it. That body we see. We take care of it, but it's actually something we own. That us. We are more than that. It's great, our body, but we are more than that. We are spiritual beings. And we are actually God in miniature. I will call it, say it like this, because God has given us imagination to do like Him, to do like Him. And as some religions will say, actually we can do what God does, create. Because He wants us to create. And I have this book in front of me here, the Science of Getting Rich, and it says it clearly as we're talking about visualization. Man must, I'm quoting now, man must form a clear and definite mental image of the things he wishes to have, to do, or to become. And he must hold this mental image in his thoughts while being deeply grateful to the Supreme, that God, being deeply grateful to the Supreme that all his desires are granted to him. We have to hold that image in the picture, in the screen of our mind, to create that mental picture, make it vivid, make it live, and hold that picture and be grateful and actually refrain from complaining. Refrain from complaining. That's why I don't want to hear anyone complaining about a country and talk less about my own countries, Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire, Senegal. Don't say anything bad about it. If you want to complain about politicians, complain about individual politicians. You want actually mixed the person with the country and condemned everyone.
Not at
the
all.
land is the place God has blessed us with. So we have to bless the land and be grateful to God that He has given us the land and He has given us the opportunity to live on the land and to take advantage of it and to create a better picture for us and for the people around us, and to inspire people and to refrain once again from complaining, because when we are complaining, it says that we are weak, we are lacking something, so we are not grateful. So if you complain for, like Oprah Winfrey said, be grateful for what you have, and we end up having more, and
Exactly.
complain for what you don't have, and we end up with less. Back to you.
I like that. I like that. So thank you for that. I will come back to what you just said. Someone has say how and in which way has visualization helped you? I said to the person, I say, in everything that you see around me, starting from my wife to my children to my anything you see around me, including friends, I've always visualized the kind of friend that I want to spend my time with. And coming to what you said now, separating the person from the country, or separating the politician from the whole country. If politicians are corrupt, does not mean Nigerians are corrupt. Am I not a Nigerian? You see, so this is what people really need to know. There's a difference between
Obviously.
individual and the country. Talking about visualization, what you see is what you get. I remember some years ago, before I married, I've not even met my wife then, and then we were just walking in the street, because my mind is walking the kind of uh, uh, a life partner that I want. And as I was going, I saw a picture, and I said to the friend, I said, "Wow!" I said, "That woman look great. This is my kind of a woman." And when I said it, the guy looked at me and said, "Oh, you shouldn't say that. That's somebody else's wife." I said, "I just said what is in my mind, the picture that I have." And guess what? Few months later, when God was blessing me, it was exactly what I asked for. Exactly what I saw. Everything that you are enjoying today, in time past, you have been able to visualize it, to think about it, to talk about it, maybe to pray about it. Those of us that are spiritual, you pray about it, And then again, before visualization will ever work, there must be a deep rooted belief. And I think that is what has brought us where we are now. Because there are some people that will say they are
Yeah,
expecting.
I will add.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I will add that. Sorry, thank you. I will add that even what you have, even if you don't like, you are visualizing maybe unconsciously, and you are having it.
Yes,
So
yes,
don't complain about it. Change the
exactly.
picture, and you will
Exactly.
have the thing.
You're right. Absolutely right. If you get something that is not what you expect, because sometimes we know there are forces in this world, and but there is always the stronger force of all forces. When you get a picture, like you order something from Amazon, they send you the wrong one. You don't hesitate. You just write them back and send them back. Return to sender. And that is what we also need to do with our meta faculty. Like when we are expecting something and it's not coming, or maybe what is coming is not good, go back again. Go back again. I'll quote something from the book, As a Man Thinketh. He said, all that you achieve and all that you fail to achieve is a direct result of your own thought. All that you achieve and all that you fail to achieve is a direct result of your own thought. So that brings me now to the question. If what we think, what we visualize is what we become, why are we not doing more? Why are we not doing more? Why are we not expecting abundance? Why are we not expecting greater life? Why we are doing fine. Thank you. Thank God for where we are. But we know that there are a lot of people around our circles that are not doing the same. And that's why I said we should talk about this subject today and rethink about it on how strategically we can help those people. One of the best way I've come to realize to help people is by investing in books for them. I want to, challenge us. 15 valuable law of growth, which I call the manual of personal growth. Let's see how we can invest in it, in people around us, and then monitor them. And let me use another word, empower, encourage them to study it. And let's watch the results that we'll see. Because I believe when they begin to visualize some better things, their life will change. Do you agree with me, Mamadou? Franklin, are you back with us? Emmanuel, are you there
Yes,
with us?
I'm here,
Yes.
Solomon. Yeah,
Anybody?
thank you for
Yeah, go ahead.
that. Let me pick a few things from what Mamadou said and from what
Franklin is
Emmanuel.
very sincere.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So let me pick a few things
Yes,
from
loud
what
and clear.
Emmanuel said and then come to what Mamadou and what you said. So when Emmanuel was giving his story, you see it's a clear example of when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. You know,
Yes.
he was ready for it, and when
Yeah.
that opportunity appeared, he
Yeah.
took it without even consciously knowing what he was doing. And when you merge this into what has been going on, we see situations, we say, this is what I want, and you go into it, even consciously, unconsciously, without putting much thought into it. Solomon was asking the question, why are we not having lots of people who we encourage and all this? The faculty, like Reverend Ike would say, like faculty of imagination or visualization is something I ascribe to sports, right? You run 1 kilometer today, you are getting tough. You say, I can do it. You run 2 kilometers tomorrow, you say, I'm developing. And then before you know it, something strikes. Maybe you enjoy the leg. You say, do I even have to go back again? And then you recover from your injury. By the time you are back from your injury, you can't even run half a kilometer. Yeah, just even 2 steps will tell you, please. And then the rain starts falling. You say, rain again. Let me just go back home. There will be something coming up. But then you ask yourself, like, I think it was in one of John's book, where the salesman looked outside and it was raining, and he asked himself, is it, how I can't remember exactly how he put it. Is it
he said it's raining, there will not be anybody today.
Exactly that. Then the other
There will
man
not be
looked up and
sales.
said, well, this is an opportunity for me. Since it's raining, others will be home. Let me just
All the salesmen will be home.
let me use the opportunity to go, So we always fall back into this trap. Something happens and then we fall back into it. But when it comes to visualization and imagination, really, I've had my own share of. If I open up the stories here, you say, "Wow, all these things happen," when I didn't even know what I was doing, and then it's even easier for you to manifest a lot of things because you don't know what you're doing.
Yes.
Wow.
But by the time you start getting conscious of how to apply these things, then it becomes difficult because then you have to practice and practice and practice. Just look at a child. A child comes in and tells you, Daddy, I need this. He doesn't care because he believes it. He will get it. He's not even, he thought it in his mind, said, he will give it to
No
me. He doesn't
apologies.
care. But you as an adult, go to your boss. Before you go to your boss, you think, that man will tell me I didn't come to work last week. That man will tell me, what have you done to earn a pay
More.
increase? The child has this kind of confidence that he doesn't care. He just goes, he can meet a stranger on the street and say, how are you? He doesn't even care what the stranger will tell him or how the stranger is reacting. The child doesn't care. But we adults, because we've been told 5 million times no in our lives, we've been conditioned to accept failure. Before you ask something, you already told yourself you would even succeed. It happens to me sometimes before I start visualizing. I'm telling myself, I'm not sure that thing will, you know. So it's like a farmer who is planting a seed, right? If you want to go and plant your seed, you're not thinking, rain will fall, that seed might not grow. This one will happen, the birds will come and take it away from the soil. No, you have that confidence that my seed will grow, and you plant it, right? Some will not grow, but a lot will grow. The farmer has a very big belief because nature has blessed him with the new. He doesn't know what is happening when he plants that seed. When Solomon was talking today about this planting something, the farmer doesn't know what is happening under the seed. God, the nature, the universe had blessed this seed that once he puts it there, he believes it needs, it will grow, it will produce. And so this is the kind of confidence we need in our lives. Am I doing the right thing? I have to believe myself. I have to believe in what I'm doing. I do not care. The universe, God is with me. Spirituality, whatever you believe in, it's going to guide me. He will make ways where there are no ways. And if you have this mindset and do what you are doing, believe me, doors will open.
Wow.
You will be surprised.
Wow.
3 years from today, you'll be saying, wow, did I pass these
Wow.
hurdles?
I like that. I like that. Thank you, Franklin.
Wow.
Thank you, Franklin.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. Mamadou,
Actually, this
go ahead.
reminds me of a quote from another Franklin. Franklin's a great man. Franklin Roosevelt. He says that the only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubt of today. So let's move forward with strong and active faith. Wow. When he was speaking, that's what was coming to my mind. It's really powerful with the seed and the comparison with seed. Wow. Thank you, Franklin.
There is no limit anywhere. The
You're
only
welcome.
limit
Yeah.
is the one we created in our mind.
Yeah.
I remember sharing a short story on Facebook the other day. I said, I will fly. My brother looked at me and said, just walk. We're in this forest, you are saying you will fly. Where are you going to fly? He didn't believe. But when I said it, I already have the vision. I see myself inside the aeroplane, flying to wherever I desire to go. Guess what? There is a magnetic wave of energy that pulls us to the direction of our thought. When we think we can do it, the power that controls the universe helps us. And that's what I want us to end with in this call tonight. That in our world, wherever we find ourselves, wherever we go, starting from this evening, let people know that there is the ability, the grace in you to help them to stir up the greatness that is in them. Everybody came with his own seed. Every tree have his own seed. Every fruit, have his own seed in them. And I keep saying to people, people does not go to the tree because they love the tree. People go to the tree because they love the fruit. So when men come to you after this call, give them the fruit that the Creator has put in you. Let them have abundance to it. Eat. Let them have enough. In fact, someone said, you are helping people. What do you get? I said, the more I help you, the more grace I receive. There's a recharging. He said, practically, this is how he asked the question. He said, who pay you for what you do? I said, your success is my pay. The guy look at me. I said, yes. When you are successful, I've been paid. Because there is no tree that eats its own fruit. Every tree is out there to become a fruit to men. So see yourself as a tree. See yourself as a fruit bearer. Bear the fruit. Let men eat and be content. And they will go and manifest the same thing somewhere else. I want to close this meeting tonight. before I say the last word, maybe I should bring everyone in for the next 1 minute if we want have maybe one or two words we want to share before the last word. So let me start with Emmanuel. Emmanuel, are you there? You can put on your video again and let's see your face. Yes.
Yes, I'm here,
Okay,
sir.
go ahead.
Okay, so my 1 minute pitch would be in line with what you have shared
Yeah.
when you said people should give out their seed so that people can eat and enjoy. The train of thought that came to my heart was when you bear fruit, people will do anything to come and pluck from your fruit.
Yeah.
They will pay anything to come and partake from your fruit. That's why you see when a man wants to pluck a mango, he would pick up stones, he would pick up many things, or even pick up a hook just to be able to come and take from your fruits.
Yeah.
Some people would travel far just to come and have your fruit. Some people will pay for it to be shipped to them. But grow, germinate, bear fruit, and men will pay for your seed. That's one thing that is very certain. Plant that thing, just bring your seed, produce it, and men will pay for it.
I like it.
Thank you
I
very
like
much,
that.
sir.
Thank you. Franklin, are you there? Go ahead.
I will just be quick on it. I would say there is no limit to what you can achieve. If you can employ the power of imagination or visualization, what you see is what you will get.
I like that. I like that. I like that. So go ahead, Emmanuel. Momodu, thank you. We have 2 more
there
minutes.
really is no limit to what we can achieve. I really believe that, and I like this quote of Jim Rohn to take the same image of Franklin. Jim Rohn says the words telling you, don't come to me with your needs, come to me with your seed, and then you will have whatever you want. Thank you.
I think Zig Ziglar said it this way: if you help enough people to get what they want, they will help you to get what you want. Thank you, guys. It was nice having you on the call, and hope to see you next Saturday by the special grace of God. If you want to accomplish more, then do more. God bless you.
Thank you,
Absolutely. God
everyone.
bless.
Have a
Thank you.
nice
care.
Thank you.
evening.
Thank you very much,
Thank you.
All
Franklin.
right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye,
Nice
Mahmoud.
evening.
Iman,
Thank
see
you.
you.
Take care. God
Ciao.
bless you.
Yeah.
Iman,
You have a remarkable weekend.
God bless
Bye-bye.
you.
Bye-bye,
Thank
You
you.
too.
everyone listening to
Bye.
us
Bye.
everywhere in the world. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Bye.